In this video, I'm going to show you how you can online apply spouse sponsorship inside Canada in order to sponsor your spouse in Canada. Okay. Before I proceed further, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please go and subscribe right now. And also, I would like to clarify, neither I am an immigration consultant nor I'm a government body. So if you take anything out of this video, do it at your own risk. All right, guys, so let's proceed. So guys, earlier this process used to be on paper based, but now it has gone online. So we switched to online as well. So the very first thing you need to create your account on permanent resident tracker portal. Okay. Permanent residence portal it's called. And once you enter, if this is the first time, you're gonna see this. So here, like for the sample that we are gonna do, I'll select this one. Program you need to select. So that spouse sponsorship comes as family. Category you're applying under, it should be spouse. Subcategory, this is very important. This is in Canada and this is outside Canada. So for the purpose of this video, in Canada, and you can put a name for this application. I put spouse one. Sorry, anything. Continue. Now it is asking preferred language of correspondence. I select English. Enter the principal applicant's basic information before that mentioned will then automatically filled in for any digital forms. Okay. So let's say you are a permanent resident. Okay. Your name is John Smith. You have a you are Indian citizen and just for sample, and you have a wife whose name is Elana Smith, who is in Canada as an international student. Okay. You both got married and now you wanna sponsor her. Okay. So in this case, the principal applicant is Elana Smith. So I'm putting Elana Smith's details. Date of birth is just sample, guys. I'm putting like 2000. Oh, I'm sorry. We have to be careful as well. Mailing address. I'm just putting some sample, guys. Okay. You don't do like this. You put the actual. Okay. In Canada, we are doing. So I'll select Canadian address. You need to do as per your province, state, Ontario. Okay. This is same as mailing. You can create edit profile for your spouse, partner, or dependent section who are applying for permanent residence. So you're doing spouse sponsorship. You're already a permanent resident. You are sponsoring your spouse, but she doesn't have other spouse than you, right? So and if you have a child together or other dependent, you can definitely include over there. But for this video, I'm just assuming that you both got recently married and you have no child. So do this. Oh, postal code. I'm really sorry. Oh, the sample I have added, guys. Oh, the format it is asking. Oh, sample. And I'll be filling up mostly mandatory properties, but mandatory fields. But you should do everything. Why would you not fill up, right? Okay. Now it has gone you the information, has given you the information. All right. Generating application form for the Canada. 5 for the additional family information. Schedule a background. Supplementary information. This is not mandatory, but why not fill it up? Now, this is for spouse sponsorship. Okay. Additional application form. We'll go through all of that one by one. Okay. So bear with me. I'll try to do it for you. All right. So proof of payment. Okay. So let's start with this one. Generic application form. This one. Good thing is you can do it online. So you don't have to download and fill it up. Edit. Okay. Continue. In interview which in which language you want interview. So let's say Elana wants interview in English. Interpreter, no, she can do it herself. Where do you currently live? I select she's living in Toronto. Okay. See, it has been picked up already. Have you used any other name? No. UCI, 8 or 10 digits, that unique client identifier. So in this case, because Ilana is staying in Canada legally, she does have a UCI, unique client identifier. But because we and but it's not mandatory, but anyway they're going to find. So I strongly recommend you enter. You will find in all correspondence that you have received from IRCC. So let's say Elana, if she is a student and she has applied for study permit, definitely it will be over there. But because this is not mandatory and I don't want to put a sample over here, I just leave it. But definitely she's a female, eye color black, height I gave 170 centimeters. Mm. Place of birth, let's say she was born in New Delhi. Let's say both Elana and John, Indian citizens. Country of birth, India. Citizenship, let's say she's from India. For when India does not allow dual citizenship, so definitely there's nothing that you can do along with India. Current country, let's say I select Canada. In Canada class, we are going. Status, let's say you're student. Okay. Wow. So let's say Elana came last year, 2023. You need to do as per your case. Okay. Don't pick up the dates that I am using. And she has 2 years of or 3 years of study permit. Just sample guides. Okay. Date your last entry to Canada. So let's say she came in August. Uh, place. Okay. Previous country of residence during past 5 years. Have you lived in any country other than your country of citizenship or your current country? So in Elana case, they are asking in previous 5 years, did you live in India, in any country apart from India, which is her country of citizenship, or current? So no, she has not gone. But if you have gone, definitely. Current marital status, married. Okay. Now it is asking for marriage. When did you marry? So let's say she married in March of this year. 15th. That okay, okay. Provide the name of a current spouse partner. So let's say her spouse partner name is John Smith. Have you previously been married on a common law issue? I select no and I click on save and continue. Contact information, it's already given. Phone number, one number is definitely mandatory, you have to provide. So Canada, US, because she is in Canada. So number, uh, okay. Sample guys. Other number, no, she does not have. Fax number, I can clear the section, but only this. Okay, not mandatory. Do you want to contact us using the email address used for this account? I select yes. If you select no, they will ask you to put one more uh, email account. I click save and continue. Do you have a valid passport travel document? I select yes. Now Elana's passport details. I'll just put sample. Country of issue. Okay. Yeah. Issue date. Let's say it was issued in 2022. Oh, I'm really sorry. That's why you should not move too fast. And 10. And typical Indian passports valid till 10 years. Okay, save and continue. National identity document. So when I had applied for first time to Canada, I had used my PAN card details. In India, you get PAN card, right? And it was successful. Now you to get Aadhaar card or something. So just because it's a sample video, I select no. But if you have national identity document, this depends on your nationality too. You can definitely click on yes and provide that information. Education, highest levels. Okay. So let's say Elana has studied BTech and now she is studying masters. So highest level of education, I'll go for bachelor's degree. Number of years of education in total. So like how many uh, years she has studied? Let's say 10 plus 2, 16. 16 she has studied till total. Okay. Occupation. Current occupation is like she is a student. Intended occupation, let's say IT developer. You need to do as per your case. Language, native language or mother language. Let's say she's from India. So Ilana's native language is Hindi. Okay, whatever is applicable in your case. Are you able to communicate in English or French? I select English. Have you taken test from designated author? I select yes, because she's a student. So dependents. You want to include your dependent? So let's say no. I mean in her situation. All right. This form is done, ready to be submitted. You can edit and do. Okay, 540. Fill IMM 5406 additional family information form. First, it says indicate whether you're filling this form for yourself, relationship. So these details are already picked up. And I'm going to put sample, country or territory of birth, marital status, married, email. Provide proper values. Don't see what you do. And again, like I have already told, neither I'm an immigration consultant nor I'm a government body. So if you take anything out of this video, do it at your own risk. So guys, you see address, maximum 80 characters. I'm just doing sample, but you do properly. Relationship, spouse, common law partner. So in this case, Elena is married to John. She's putting John's details too. Wow, I have made a very good case where both married on the same day. Married, physically present, email, address, provide proper address. In Canada, because we are in that sample case of spouse sponsorship inside Canada. Okay. But again, based on your case, you're going to always do relationship mother. So Elena's mother. So let's say her mother's name is what should I pick? Nancy Smith. Okay. Nancy Smith. So I'll make her 1878 is too much. Nobody's gonna accept that. Country territory of birth. India. Oh, sorry. I think we should have a drop down here, isn't it? But it's okay. Email. Provide address below. Provide of address of Nancy Smith. Is she father? Let's say her father name is Duke Smith. Okay, let him make matter status. Or provide address below. So just provide proper address. Don't do like this. And they have given 80 characters. I'm just doing like this. Don't do that. Click on save and continue. Now child. If a section does not apply, write not applicable. So I'm gonna say not applicable. They have given the information. In our case, it's not applicable, but if it, in your case apply, definitely right. You, the principal, must fill out yourself on behalf of any of your family members 18 years of age or older who are not already Canadian citizen and PRs. So in our case, Elena is married to John, who is a PR already. So she does not need to fill like she does not have a child, so definitely not even applicable. But if applicable, make that criteria in your mind. If you're more child, you could click add another sibling. If a section does not apply, write not applicable. Writing not applicable. And but if you have siblings, definitely. Now I click on complete and return to application. These two we did. IMM 5669. Let's go through this also. This is for education membership before you get started. Alana Smith. Schedule yourself, principal applicant. Same thing, any dependent 18 year age or older who are not Canadian citizen or PR. So definitely this guy, John, doesn't qualify this. Your detail, full name in your native language. Now, some of you will ask how. Well, it's Google that's gonna do it for you. Okay. Like you can or you there are so many tools where you can write pick up your name in your native language. But anyway, consider her case. Um, Elana is an Indian by birth. So we'll write Elana Smith in Hindi. Okay, that's a native language. Give me a second. Um, in Google, I'm just doing English to Hindi. Okay, I'll just write Elana Smith. I'll just copy. Hmm. Wow. Percentage of your father. So family name Smith. 2. Date of birth. I'm just putting sample. You provide or original. 10. Date of deceased, let's say, is alive. Town, city of birth, New Delhi. Country or territory one, India. Mother detail, family name, Smith. Given name, let's say, Nancy. Date of birth, let's say 1978. Oh, 87 is too cute. 88. 1010. Sample. Town, city of birth, New Delhi. This is country, India. New questionnaire. Now be very careful when you answer, okay? And don't lie, be truthful. Have you been convicted of crime or offense in Canada? No. Charged with trial or partial crime offense. Previous claims for refugee protection in Canada or visa office of home in any country. Refused refugee status. Admission to any refused admission order to leave Canada. Acted war of genocide, prolonged advanced use of armed struggle that uses. I'm just doing no, but you carefully read and then do. If you answer yes or any of that, provide that information, but not applicable in our education. Number of completed for each of the elementary primary school. Let's say primary school 5, Indian pattern, 10 plus 2, 5, 7, university 4. So all the secondary and post. So these fields are not mandatory, but like what you are gonna do, like in her case, because she has done secondary and university, so we need to add like add another also because two education that we need to provide here, university and then high school, the secondary one that they have asked for. Okay, so I'm just skipping it, but you definitely provide that information. Personal history. Provide details of person for past 10 years or since 18th birthday. Whichever is, if it was not less than 10 years ago. So she was born in 2000 in our case. So 18th birthday is 2018. So definitely from 2018 onwards, what you were doing, like studying, education, school, whatever you need to do. So let's say at the age of 18, she started going to school. So I'll just write in 2018. Oh, month 01 to 2022. Just sample, guys. 01 activity studying country city town. Let's say she was studying in New Delhi, Delhi, India. Status citizen name New Delhi school and another. And in this way, like next study job, you can give that information, working and employer name. I don't have to provide that. It's very clear here, but and you got the idea as well. Membership. What organizations have you been supported, been member of, include any political, social, youth, student organization? Write none in the first input field if you have not been member. So I cannot write none here because it's late, but here I can write none. Government position, right? None in the first field if you have never held, but if you held, such as civil servant, judge, police officer, employee, and security organization, definitely you need to provide. So I'll say none here again. Same for military, right? None in the first field. Address, list all address valid for past 10 years or since 18th birthday. So in her case, we will put Indian address as well as Canadian address, but I don't have to because this is just sample and it's very simple. You can do it yourself. Click on add another and provide the most recent one first and then the second one. 7, continue. Okay, so we have completed these three. IMM 5562, supplementary information. It's not mandatory, but why to skip it, guys? Let's go. You must fill out this form on any other member, same thing, that your full name, all the trips that you, if you did not travel, click on this. Continue. If a section does not apply, you can select this. Initiated, okay. PDF forms. Now, these are the documents that you need to download, fill up, and upload. Okay, back. So three they have picked up. There could be an additional. So additional we need to search also because let's see what are we have. So let me see. As also what's a parent. So this is for dependent child, parent, grandparent, dependent child, sponsor, sponsorship undertaken for. What is this? This is for this looks like spouse, right? Sponsor assessment. So what is this? We'll check that. Check the sponsor. Settlement plan, sponsorship agreement holder. Okay. I'll just add for now, but we'll then remove it if it's not applicable. Okay. And, search again. In this is a parent, grandparent, dependent child, sponsor, settlement. Oh, 5573 we already added. Self-employed. Uh, um, Let me search for this word checklist. Checklist. Home child humanity Quebec temporary startup program. Sponsorship as bonus and federal pay common law partner. This we are 5287. Okay, perfect. Kind of download and upload this. And you know which forms we probably did it in hurry. Once we evaluate this document checklist, we'll find out what additional documents we need. So let's do not break the sequence and let's follow the PDF forms first, okay? Because this will give us the idea. So let me download all this. I don't worry about this. I know how to open this. Checklist. Okay. When submitting online, you need to upload this form. So this is the checklist for spouse sponsorship inside Canada. Okay, IMM 5533. Okay. Information previous agent to be completed by sponsor. The person I have sponsored was declared as my spouse partner. Visa already examined as non-accountable when I applied for pension visa and did not receive an immigrant visa. Never applied for permanent resident visa. Select no. So basically, what it says that you can read this like when the sponsor he became PR, did he declare the spouse? In this case, no. Why? Because he was not married then. That's why. Form required. This document checklist. Application of sponsor undertaken. This we need to attach. You can take a note also. Application fee. And I strongly recommend uh, pay right of permanent fee right now because it helps a lot. Okay. Financial evaluation form. Complete this form if the person you are sponsoring, the spouse, Elana Smith, has one or more dependent children. Okay, so this is not applicable to you. Sponsored person, sponsored per note, you the principal must declare your family members. Okay. If you not, you may refer. Okay. Principal applicant who is in this case, Elana Smith. Class. I'm currently living in Canada with my sponsor and applying under. Oh, okay. Class of application. Okay. Generate the application form for all application. Country specific requirements. Confirm if you have additional. The countries will to confirm you have requirement. Say if you must submit. Okay. Country. But first let's check this if it is apply. Okay. Cancel. Let me see if I can open it in a new tab. I think I can. Perfect. Additional family information we have filled already. I'm just checking this. Okay. Who are you sponsoring? My spouse. What can the being sponsored live in? Let's say they live in Canada. Uh, what other countries has the person response lived in? Okay. So to get a sponsor. Okay. So let's say she has lived in India. Of course, she's an Indian citizen, Ilana. So get checklist and form. Spouse. 5533. Okay. With these forms. Okay. Country. No extra form. No additional instruction. Perfect. These documents anyway we are going to cover. Perfect. We are good. But this is not applicable to us. List any additional for write NA. Okay. So I'm going to write NA. Additional family information, background declaration form. We did it already. Both sponsor and public. So 5532, it was in the checklist. Use of representative. If you, the sponsor, the principal and or dependent want to name a such as lawyer, family friend to represent you. So if you're not appointing a representative, check this box and proceed to 12. Okay. Authority to release. If you want to authorize to give the person to someone who will not act as your friend, not applicable. Okay. Supporting documents. Yeah. Status in Canada. So this is for sponsor. So John is a permanent resident of Canada. Okay, perfect. Are you the sponsor, a Canadian citizen living outside Canada? So no. Okay. Do you the sponsor person you are sponsoring have children together who may claim to be? I select no. If you answered yes, then you need to have a problem. Previous relationship. Are you currently married to anyone other than that? No. A sponsor previously, if you have been sponsored, I select no. Have you sponsored ever previously married? I select no. Common relationship, I select no. Employment, do not come to say if you're a Quebec resident. Are you working in Canada? Provide a letter. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. This was sponsored person. Just in Canada. Okay, I'm just going through once. Previous. Are you the sponsor currently married to anyone other than the one? No. Perfect. Employment source. Now this is for the sponsored person, principal applicant. ID document, most recent passport, definitely. Photocopy of yours, most recently passport, okay. Provide proof of your status in Canada. Of course, especially like study permit, so fine. Birth certificate for yourself, okay. Country specific requirement. I'll select no. Applies to me, okay. Civil status, current legally married to sponsor marriage certificate, okay. If you have been issued a civil union document, provide a copy if applicable. Previous relationship, none of this applies, so then okay. Additional information about children, provide a phone document children if applicable. Write NA for each item that does not. Write NA, okay. Here, you can do this and write NA. Perfect. Police certificate. You the person address unless. So let's say you are allowed based, you are required to provide based on this criteria. Any country that is, since the age of 18, so definitely you have done. So it should be India. If you or family member have lived in Canada for last 6 months, candidates will have lived for most of 18 that are not required. Access will make. Check here if this applies to you. Okay. Apply independent, do military service. I select no. Photos, medical examination. They are asking not to complete. Okay. And they will issue instructions. So let's say it's not applicable, so I'll not check it. Proof of relationship. Are you currently living together? I select yes. Proof of joint ownership of residential property, rental agreement, joint utility account, vehicle insurance, document, driver license, other documents issued, tax, bank, credit statement, etc. Insurance policies. Insurance policies really help. I had done that in my case. Ownership of residential property. I just went for rental. Maybe they are not owning. If you're owning and not this, you can do this also. If you do not check at least two boxes above, then spouse have any children together? I select no. First marriage for both? Yes. Married for minimum of 2 years as of date? No. Check here if you answer yes to all four questions A to D. Yes to all. We did not do yes to all, right? If you did not answer yes to all, also provide photos of your wedding. At least two of the four options. Important of employment insurance, document of financial support between you, other professional recognized friend fund letters from this we can do. And this we can do. Okay. Signature. Okay. This like I'm just doing blanket, but you should do carefully. Like open that and when you sign, then match it with what you have entered in the checklist. Not applicable. Fasten not applicable. Something wrong in my PDF, but you can always check it. Not applicable. So that's how it goes, guys. You can fill it, download, and then upload it over here. Document checklist we started. Perfect. Now we'll go for IMM 5532. Bear with me for now. So now we are going through IMM 1344E that we downloaded, application to sponsor, sponsorship agreement, and an undertaking. Before I proceed further, if you have not yet subscribed, subscribe to channel. Just want to clarify, neither I'm an immigration consultant nor I'm a government body. So if you take anything out of this video, do it at your own risk. All right, guys. So guys, we are gonna fill this for sample case where John Smith is sponsoring Elana Smith, both Indian citizens. John, a Canadian PR, in Canada, Elana in Canada as an international student. Okay, let's go through. First question: If you're found ineligible to sponsor, indicate whether you want to withdraw your sponsorship application. Procedure for sponsor processing fee will be returned. So when I had submitted, I did this, but I was found eligible, so no problem there. Language, so it's up to you if you want to select this, withdraw or proceed. But people say generally withdraw. Why to go for this? So it's up to you. Language preference for responder, I select English. Is there any co-signer? I select no because John is sponsoring his spouse. Okay, so his spouse is a principal applicant. Why would I do this? Okay, person you are sponsoring, name, family name exactly as. So her name is Elana Smith. Date of birth 2000 0101. Just sample, but actual in your case. Okay, the principal applicant is your house living in Canada. This is very important. Sponsor personality, your John detail. Smith John. Have you used any other name? I select no. And your validation button too that you must do. Gender, select male. Date of birth, city of birth. Make sure these things match your documents. Status in Canada. Date you obtained the status, which is more recent. So let's say he got this in 2023. John definitely has UCI client ID because he's a PR. But because for the purpose of this video, I'm not writing it, but it's like 7 to, I think it's 8 to 10 digits that you can find in all your correspondence with IRCC. Okay. Full name at the time you become permanent resident. Same as your current name, but if you have changed, you can put that. Your current marital status, married. If you're married, when did you marry? So I'm just writing 3 11 10. Okay. For the name of your current spouse, Smith Elana. Have you previously been married? I select no. Sponsor contact information, John's contact information. I'm just writing some sample, guys. Don't go for this. City, town. Yes. Resident address same, yeah. Phone number, Samsung Canada. Type I'm selecting residence or cellular, okay. Number. Okay. Email address. Sponsor residential. Are you current citizen living exclusively outside Canada? No. So that those fields not have. Sponsor eligibility assessment. Are you 18 years of age? Yes. Are you citizen permanent? Yes. So the member family class, common law partner in Canada? Yes. Do you reside in Canada and in no other country? I select yes. In last 5 years, President applied, did you become president after being sponsored as a I select no? Have you submitted a previous application with respect to which finance had not been made? I select no. So social assistance, I select no. Undischarged bankruptcy, I select no. Receive social assistance, I select no. Did you co-sign undertaking? I said no. Have you been ordered to leave Canada? I select no. Are you late in making required payments on immigration loan? I said no. Currently detained in jail, prison, no. Head of sexual offense, serious violent crime against anyone. Vote or make payments to your spouse? No. Get to application to revoke your citizenship? No. Vote on it? No. Have been offense act? Select no. Undertaken by co-signer if applicable. Signer. By agree time electronically. So you can electronically sign sponsor signature. I'm just writing John Smith. Date. Sponsored person. So this has to be for Elana also. For today. Okay. For today. Okay. Elana Smith. You can always validate. Okay. And you can save it and then it can be uploaded over there. All right. Let's go to the next how to do in this sample case of John Smith and Elena Smith. Before I proceed further, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please go and subscribe right now. And I also want to clarify, neither I'm an immigration consultant nor I'm a government body. So if you take anything out of this video, do it at your own risk. All right, guys. So let's proceed. All right. Sponsor Smith, John, date of birth, client ID. We know it. I mean, in this case, definitely they know. This was sponsored. That's gonna be sponsored. But because of this sample video, I'm not doing, and definitely you should put this sponsorship ever sponsored employment history. Starting with the applicable details of for last 5 years. Okay, make sure there's no gap. So I don't need to explain this how to write. Starting now, and year and month, employer, occupation, position, monthly, gross means before taxes, income. Other sponsorship. Have you sponsored in the past? I select no. It tells go to question 3. Other financial dependent people, whether they are living with you or not. For example, it could be your parents, your siblings, anything. Don't they you have to provide information. What is the highest level of education you have? Highest university. How many years you have studied? 4. Address history. Well, list of 5 years. Do not use PO box addresses. Okay, so I don't need to tell you that. It's very simple. You can live in Canada. Yes. So go to questions of previous relationship. Have you ever been married or relationship before? I select no. Consent to declare? Yes. Declaration of sponsor. Can I type it? Oh no. It has to be signed. Okay, so print and sign. That's how I had also done in my situation. Principal applicant. Before this, was your sponsor related to your anyway example to a member of family? I select no. If yes, provide that information. Do you or any relative, including living in Canada? If yes, give that information. Okay. So you can write not applicable here. Ever married with other person? I select no. Consent to declare yes. Declaration sign. Date signed. Information about relationship to fill by the out sponsor and sponsor. What was the first time when you met? Date. Let's say you met last year in June 29. Where? Let's say Toronto Pearson Airport. Whatever, just write. Describe the circumstances, whether it was at or maybe at a coffee shop. Did anyone introduce you? No, probably you met each other. Any contact before you met in person? I say right no, but if yes, then provide that information. Are you guys living together? Yes. How long have been cohabiting? To write down. If you're not living together, provide the circumstances. If you're not living together, have you visited during the relationship? This is not applicable, so I just write not. Okay. What language do you use when communicating with each other? You can write any, it doesn't need to be English or French. It could be any language. How often do you communicate when you're not living together and how? Do your close friend relative or know about relationship? Yes, why not? If yes, provide details. So I could fill so many here. If you're married, was your marriage arranged? I select no. Go to question 9. Formal ceremonies, yes. Event to organize. Provide full. Uh, I mean, in case of no, you need to explain. Yeah. If you provide the details ceremony. So in my case, I had like engagement, marriage, reception, everything. If go to the events, parents, yes. Whoever went, any other things that applicable. Are you currently pregnant? This is for, yeah. So if I select no, wish to share to support your relationship, any more information that you want to do, signature date, completed if an interpreter assisted you, interpreter is not applicable, so will not do that. And that's it. And then this is going to be uploaded, okay, in the slot because this is an online application. So we will go through that. So that's how it goes. Now we'll go to the next form. Okay, guys. So while going through the checklist, we identified that these are not for us. So nothing needs to be worried about that. Okay. Labeling, they have already given how you should write. And in the checklist, we already found what documents we need and what exactly needs to be uploaded. So you can do this. Additional supporting like that also we found in checklist. So and you can even include letter of explanation. I always do that. Okay. And we have like marriage certificate, other things uh, that we have in the checklist. So all of that you can upload here. Letter of explanation, I always recommend. I have done it myself. It's up to you. Marriage certificate, national anthem, whatever you want to do as per your case and the checklist. I have done it. Whatever they have asked in that checklist, you can include those documents here. And then proof of payment that you have paid it online and upload. I have already made a video about this, how to do this. But just to give you an idea, you can go there, register, and they can pay the fee. Okay. Like if you can do this, you can see. Okay. And you can see the fee or you can get the fee checklist. What do you know? Sponsor a family member. Continue. Spouse, common law partner. Continue. If you pay, this is no in my situation. Pay for banner. Let's say you need to, let's say you know, I mean, you need to do as per your case. Then this is the fee. Log in and pay, and that's how. So again, you need to answer this question as per your situation. I just showed you sample and then the receipt you need to upload. Declaration, it's pretty simple. And once all these mandatory fields and forms are completed, this will get enabled. Submit, I'm not going to do that, but consent, electronically signing your application. So I'll put Elana Smith here. Complete and return to application. Then once everything is done, you can go here, down, and then submit. Of course, we have not yet completed. I mean, not here. And of course, I'm not going to do that. So that's how it was, guys. And I hope you're going to like this video. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.